welcome back to another informative video. I saw this in my feed parang a few weeks ago. Tapos sabi ko, wait, gawin ko nga to ng content. So in today's video, I wanna share the 7 things I learned too late. Ako kasi yung tipo ng tao, I don't give judgments that easily. Kahit nasabi ng mga tao sa akin na, uy, salbahi yan, alam mo ba, ganito si ganito, ganyan. I really don't judge people just because may nagsabi sa akin na ganito sila. I would really wait for that moment that I have an encounter with that person before I judge him or before I say na mabait siya or bago ko sabihin na ganito siya or what. Hindi ako naniniwala kung baga sasabi-sabi lang. Kailangan ako mismo yung makaranas. But then I also realize, because I have that attitude, I tend to experience things later na in the journey. Kasi nga ganun yung ugali ko. Ayokong nakikinig sa iba. Gusto ko ako yung makaranas or ako yung personally maka-experience nun. Which nagiging lesson siya na dapat maging lesson na sana before kasi may nagsabi na sa'yo. Pero dahil nga matigas ang ulo mo, hindi nangyari. So these are the 7 things that I learned too late. Please comment kung meron ka rin gatong experience. Number 1, it's not about saving all the time. When I graduated kasi and I started working, akala ko it's always gonna be about saving, na mag-ipon ka ng mag-ipon. Later, I realized that saving without investing is actually useless. You need to ensure that the money you put in the bank will grow at some point, but you also have to stick with your plans of investing kasi walang kapupuntahan yung pera mo kung lahat nasa bangko. And I learned that later on, especially during pandemic, dun ko talaga na-realize yung di pala enough, it doesn't cut through pala when you just save. Importante pala dapat alam mong paikutin yung pera mo. Sometimes there are successful people like when I say successful, director na sa company, executive na sa isang company, and then they always tell me na mas okay ngang wala akong ipon pero ang dami kong asset ang dami kong properties, ang dami kong pwedeng i-dispose. Because when you put money in properties, it appreciates over time. So, kapag din dispose mo, kumita pa yung pera mo, mas malaki, higher than if you put it in the bank. Pero syempre, not everyone has access to that kind of to that salary or money ng mga malalaking tao. But then, if you apply rin yon in yourself, you don't have the money to buy a property right away. Parang you just have to ensure that you know the idea of investing or you want to start investing your money. Iba kasi yung tao na ang nasa utak lang mag-ipon ng mag-ipon. Gets ba? So yon, that's the first thing na siguro I would say natutulan ko later in the game. Second, people come and go. Hindi po marami yung kaibigan ko in life. Like, bilang na bilang lang sa kamay. And I really have a small circle. If you know me, I really don't like mga taong maaarte. Ayaw ko talaga sa taong maaarte. Hindi ko kayang magstay in conversations or I cannot mingle with people na super maaarte. Mapili ako sa kaibigan. But since I have that attitude of mine, dun ko na-realize na kahit na gaano mo palang gustong i-keep yung friendship with people, sooner or later you'll outgrow them because you would come into different points of your lives na hindi na siya nagko-connect dun sa tao. So kahit anong pilit mo, hindi na. Like, I have friends, they already have their families, some of them are settling down. Ako wala pa doon. I feel like there's a lot of things I still want to do with my life. I don't think I'll be settling anytime soon. I still want to do this and that. So later on, you would realize people come and go talaga. May mga taong darating, may mga taong aalis. So I learned that later on kasi ngayon, nararanasan ko na siya. I can really feel it. But then that's something that I would tell to my viewers na let it go. They have it. They have to do what they need to do. And same goes for you. You cannot force people to be in your life when their lives are already moving. And yours too. It's just that iba lang yung daan. Parang, this is your goal, this is theirs. Iba lang talaga ang kinapuntahan nyo. Pero, kumbaga, nasa Cubao rin kayo parehas. Pero baka yung iba pupunta ng Cavite or some would go to different parts. Yung mga ganon-ganon. So, you have to realize that I learned it later on. Iba kasi yung sinasabi din when you experience it and when you finally have that realization, ay, people come and go pala. Yun, that's something that I learned later on. Kasi ngayon, I am in that phase already. Number 3, trust your guts. Totoo yan. Totoo yan. Before kasi, hindi ako masyadong nagtitiwala sa guts ko. Parang lagi akong pessimistic on things na lagi kang nag-iisip ng hindi maganda yung kalalabasan nun. And later on, tama pala yung guts mo all along. That pala pinush mo na siya. That pala before palang ginawa mo na tapos biglang marirealize mo, ang daming oras na nasayang kasi hindi mo tinrust yung guts mo na dapat umuo ka into certain deals. Or maybe a job offer. Doon ka rin naman pala papunta, hindi mo pa ginalingan, etc. I learned that too late. But then, yeah, at least it's a mistake that I did before and pwedeng mabago mo pa sa sarili mo. Always trust your guts. And then, if your intentions are pure, you'll always win naman. In the long run, ikaw pa rin ang mananalo if you have pure intentions. Wala ka pang regret kasi you trusted your guts eh. Next, number 4. You have to do things now. Ako sa sarili ko, mahilig ako mag-procrastinate and I'll be very honest about it because sometimes, and I know people also know this, baka feeling nung ibang mga tao may ADHD ako because there's a different way of thinking that I do. Parang if I feel like doing things, I'll do it right away. But then, ngayon ko na lang yung nagagawa. Ngayon ko na lang naiisip yun. Like, kunyari, I feel like doing vlog. Kung ako siguro to before, hindi ko siya gagawin. Pero now, if I need to do something, ginagawa ko na siya. I learned it later on because now you would realize that almost all of us parang naghahabol ng oras. Not that it's a bad thing Para sa akin kasi before, nung pandemic, di ba lahat tayo parang nag-halt and to stop? And then now, dumating yung year na you can somehow have that leverage or leeway to do the things that you missed in that 2 years. Now, mas lalo ko siyang naintindihan. I learned it late because before, kahit na go-getter ako, hindi ako as aggressive or as a go-getter now. And I realized na, kailangan pala ganon. If you want to do something, just do it now. Like, wala na paisip-isip. Gawin mo na now kasi you'll never know after ilang years kung magagawa mo pa siya or hindi, and later on you'll just regret not doing it. Yung ganon. Next, number 5, health over wealth. Sobra kong yan ngayon. Ewan ko, parang feeling ko kasi may mga ramdaman na ako, mga sakit-sakit na I'm just 20. I'll be turning 27 pa lang this year. So parang sabi ko, health talaga is very important. You know what? Sometimes I'm already tired pero minsan sinisingit ko talaga yung yoga, exercise, stretching. Uwi ako minsan ng bahay. Basta pag nakauwi ako ng bahay ng maaga, mga 7 or 7:30, talaga magto 30-minute workout ako ng mabilisan talaga. Para lang maging active ako kasi I realize health is wealth talaga. Ang di ko mabago sa sarili ko is yung sleeping habits ko. Andun pa rin akong sa pandemic era na talagang kahit late ka kasi matulog nun, you can squeeze in your sleep kasi hindi ka naman kailangan pumasok ng work. Our office hours is 9 to 6. So ako, nag-a-alarm ako na 8:45. Ganon. So parang 2 years tayong ganon eh. So hihirapan pa akong maibalik yun. But I hope, kasi now ang regular programming talaga ng tulog ko 1 or 2 a.m. which is bad. Sometimes it extends to 3. I hate it. I hate myself na talaga. Tapos I have to wake up 7 because I have to go to the office kasi hybrid kami minsan. So ayun, health is wealth. Before kasi if bata ka, hindi mo maiisip yan. Kain dito, kain sa ganyan. Now I'm starting to be health conscious na. Minsan pag nagugutom ako, mas pinipili ko yung may mga gulay or salad. Usually ganun na yung routine ko. Hindi na ako masyadong heavy. If I eat out, I don't want to eat ng sobra na akong busog. I don't like. We limit our orders na ng 3 orders. Tapos we just add if we want to. Mas tipid pa yon. Pero ayoko na talaga nung I remember before, gusto ko talaga yung busog na busog ako. Yung tipong ang sakit na ng tiyan ko, di na ako makalakad sa kabusugan. Now I don't like that anymore. Gusto ko na lang yung saktong busog. Kasi parang feeling ko, inaano ko yung sarili ko, I'm forcing myself so much to eat more. Yung ganon, ayoko ng ganon, so health is wealth. Tulog, exercise, and food intake, super important. And then, number 6, be nice to everyone. I am not a nice person, and a lot of people, I guess, know that. Especially yung mga tao talagang nakasalumuha ko sa corp before. But, well, trabaho lang naman. Pero hindi talaga ako nice. Why am I saying that you have to be nice to everyone? Cliche and at the same time cringe, ha? Kasi baka you are confusing what I'm talking about with being a people pleaser. when I say be nice to everyone, yung nice na they would remember you being decent and respectful to them. Gets ba? Para kasi sa akin, the simplest word to describe it is to be nice. Pero kasi baka ma-misinterpret nyo na yung pagiging nice is pagiging people pleaser kasi gusto mo na attention, validation. No, no. I don't want to send that message na ganon. Hindi ganon. Kasi people would remember you by your way of communication or yung pakikitungo mo sa kanila. And I learned that later on, ha. Now, to everyone I meet starting 2022, parang I tend to give them that human or parang humanize ko. And at the same time, I put very conversational attack whenever I meet new people. Kasi that's the only way other people would also open up to you eh. Kapag nakapalagayan or nakagaanan ka na nila ng loob, you know what? I'm really happy with the people I met this year, to be honest. And that doesn't mean because am I pleasing them to also like me? No, not in that aspect. We can have a good conversation and not like each other after that conversation. They understand me. But then, before kasi ako, pag may kinakausap pag ayaw ko talaga, ipaparamdam ko talaga sa yung ayaw ko, iirapan kita. Basta I'm so mean whenever I meet new people. And then now, looking back, bakit ba ang mean ko sa kanila? Bakit ba hindi ko sila pwedeng kausapin ng desente? You know, lumapit sila sa'yo ng mabait, payapa, and magaan. They're just trying to make new friends, having a conversation. Ikaw napaka-kontrabida mo. Ganon yung iniisip ko ngayon looking back. And then I realized, it doesn't hurt being nice to whoever. And I'm not just saying to people at the workplace or corp. Anyone, cashier, sales lady, it doesn't hurt to be nice, to be honest. So, yeah, that's what I learned later on in the game, that being nice feels nice too. Yung ganon. And not in the form of being plastic or what. Being decent and respectful lang. That's what I'm talking about. But then, the way I phrase it kasi, nice is like the first thing that came to my mind. And then, lastly, it's okay to have fun. I don't like having fun, before. If I will meet myself, my early 20s self, I would tell myself na, sobrang mo namang stiff. Dapat nag-loosen up ka during those years. But then I really focus too much on my career that I forget that having fun. Eto to be honest, sometimes people think I'm having fun, but truth is I'm just faking it. Just so I can give them that peace of mind. So I pretend, I fake it that I'm having fun, but truth is I'm not. Sometimes I do that just so I don't hear bad comments from people. And now, 2022, I realized that okay din palang magsaya. And when I say saya, being in the moment, talking and being yourself, expressing yourself. Naniniwala ako kung weirdo kang tao, kasi feeling ko weirdo ako minsan. Nerdy at weirdo ko, ganun. Meron kang mamimit na tao na right vibe, right drive, right mindset. But then, if i-isolate mo yung sarili mo at hindi mo rin i-express sarili mo, wala ka rin talagang mamimit. So, I mean, it's okay to have fun. You have this lifetime to meet new people where fun will be validated, and at the same time, that kind of fun will be the fun of them as well. Kasi, mahirap ipilit yung sarili mo na natutuwa ka, nasasayan ka sa isang specific na ginagawa or location or place. But totoo, pinipilit mo na naman yung sarili mo. Yung ganon. So, ako kasi noon, sobrang talagang seryoso ko sa buhay at sobrang career-oriented ko noon na I missed out on a lot of things, to be honest. Dati hindi mo ako makakaladkad ng biglaan. I'm gonna reason out. And I have 1,000 reasons to tell you that I am not free. But the truth is, I just don't wanna have fun. And now I realize, okay pala lumabas after office hours and have fun and umuwi ng gabi. Kasi before, grabe, uwian ko, diretso ako agad sa bahay. Like, wala. Kahit pa minsan nagugutom ako sa daan, titiisin ko yung gutom ko, uuwi ako. Kailangan makauwi ako after. And then now that I realized that I'm getting old, parang masaya naman palang lumabas. Ang mahirap lang ngayon kasi yung parents ko, hindi sila sanay na ganun ako, na umuwi ako ng late. Pero wala I need to give it to myself. I need to make them understand that I'm also getting old. And I haven't done those things before. Kasi nga hindi nga ako ganun eh. Now that I already evolved, now that I changed, gusto ko ibigay yun sa self ko na hindi naman ako umuwi lagi on time. Sometimes, and at some point in my life, masarap pala na parang, uy, may magandang cafe dito, kakausapin ko yung mga friends ko, nagbabad influence na kami. Try naman natin, but never naman akong umuwi ng laseng. Never ko naman ginawa yun my entire life. Pero yun, it's okay to have fun pala. It's okay to meet new people. It's okay to be hurt. It's okay to face challenges along the way. But then overall, look for the kind of fun for you. Mahahanap mo naman yun eh. Kasi ako before parang, ano nang fun sa akin, tatanungin ako mga tao, magbasa ng libro. Ganon ka nerd, kaya sobrang labo na ng mata. So okay lang pala maging masaya, lumabas, ganyan. Masarap din palang mag-enjoy. And if I have a kid, ako talaga, sige, umuwi ka ng gabi. Sige, pumunta ka dito. Gusto mo punta dito? Go, pumunta ka. Sasabihin ko talaga yun sa magiging anak ko. Because ako ngayon, feeling ko naghahabol kami ng mga kaibigan ko. They wanna settle, they're all gonna have their own families except for me because malayo pa ako doon. Pero alam mo yun, masayang magsaya. So magsaya ka habang kaya mo. Kasi darating yung time na hindi mo na gugustuhin din magsaya because there's a lot of responsibilities when you enter the next chapter of your life, which is marriage, whatever, having kids. So magsaya ka as much as you can. Yon, I'll be ending the vlog here and I hope you enjoyed this sit-down discussion, chikahan. And please don't forget to subscribe. Sana maka 15K subs ako before the year ends. Thank you for all your support. Bye!